What's up guys, my name is Aaron. Today I'm going to be reviewing Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. This is the second studio album by Halsey. She's an American singer-songwriter, kind of in the alternative pop genre. I wasn't like a huge fan of Halsey. I heard her first album, Badlands. I thought that it was like an okay album, I guess. Everything was, I guess, fine about that album. I guess decent beats. I think she has a good voice. I think she kind of overdid it with the kind of affectation she had with her voice, but overall it was just kind of generic and kind of forgettable to me. I know she was kind of in the alternative pop and R&B genre, but it really didn't have like a lasting impression on me. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. But I was kind of pulling for her. I think that she has a good voice when she kind of just focuses on singing. And I do think she's a cute girl. I kind of want to see her kind of live up to her potential as an artist, because I do think she has a spot in music. With this album, I think this is like leaps and bounds better than Badlands. I think this is a really strong album. I really wasn't expecting much, but I'm having myself like go back to it and kind of listening to it over again. So doing something right with this album. I think the biggest thing that I like about it is the concept. It's kind of like a futuristic science fiction love story. If I had to compare it to something, it'd probably be Romeo plus Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio from the 90s. It really does have that like overblown, really over the top atmosphere and kind of aesthetic to the album with the production and stuff like that, and definitely like the lyrics too. Like it's like definitely a concept album. Really have that Romeo plus Juliet vibe in the music video for Now or Never. Having that concept really does give this album like a laser like focus, and it really kind of centers it around this concept, and I think that was a really nice touch for her. It really makes the album feel more cohesive, even though the production can kind of feel a little bit all over the place. And I do like the sound of the album. It does have like a science fiction dystopian atmosphere to it. It really sounds like something that would probably be used in like the Hunger Games or like the Divergent movies. It's really over the top and really overblown, but it really does go with the concept of the album, and it really makes it feel like she put a lot of thought into what she was doing with this album. Like the song Eyes Closed really has this epic vibe to it with the single guitar line and the bigness of the chorus erupting with the yells in the background and these really cool drums. It really has a nice vibe to it. The song Lies is really sparse with the production, really just being strings and piano, but it also sounds really grand with the echoing of her voice and stuff, and then Quavo's verse is just good too. My favorite like beat on this album is definitely Walls Could Talk. I think that was like a banger of a track to me, with like the strings that are playing on it and then just the hard-hitting drums that are playing in the chorus of it. It's a really catchy song, and it really threw me off. I really wasn't expecting something like that on this album. It really does give me like Britney Spears vibes, like the production, something that would happen probably like in the mid-2000s or something like that, and I do really think that's definitely like a standout of the album. But I think overall this really does have really good production. Like you can really tell that she was really going for a sound, and the sound does work for the overall concept of the album. I do think that she's a talented singer. She's always been a talented singer, but I feel like in the past she's kind of relied on her affectations and stuff over like her voice. But I think that with this album she really does kind of focus in on just kind of create like a really nice sound, and it really does come across really well. Like on the song Lies, she really does sound really stunning across that really sparse beat, just really showcasing like how powerful her voice can sound, especially with the echoing and stuff like that. I think that's used really well on that track. Sorry is just basically just a straight up like Adele type ballad with it just being piano. And that's another really good showcase for her voice, like just kind of showcasing like how like talented she can be on that track. And I think that even like her affected singing kind of works on this album too. Like I'm on the song Eyes Closed, which really has like a Weekend vibe to it with the melody that's on that song, like the way that she's singing on it really does sound like something that the Weekend would sound like. But the way that she's singing on that with like the way that she kind of manipulates her voice really does work well with that song, and I thought that was a really good showcase, kind of showcasing that she can sound good with it being a little bit variated on her voice. I guess some negatives that I had with the album is that even though I do think that she showcases her voice on the songs really well, the songs Alone and Sorry really didn't do much for me production wise, and it just didn't really like overall like interest me. Like I don't really go back and listen to those songs when I listen to this album, and I do think that like some of the lyrics can be a little bit too simple for me. It kind of feels a little juvenile, I guess. I understand that it's going for that like teen science fiction dystopian vibe, but sometimes it can feel a little bit kiddie to me. But I do think this is a strong album. I like the concept of the album, even going for this kind of overblown Romeo plus Juliet vibe. I do like that the production is really bombastic, is really interesting to listen to, just really strong across all the board. I do think that her singing has gotten a lot better, and she's really showcasing like how strong her voice can be. Like the few negatives, I don't like a few songs, and I feel like the lyrics at times can be a little bit generic, but overall I think this is a good album. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I really didn't expect much from this album because I really didn't like much from Badlands, but I think she really did showcase that she can be like kind of like underground force in the pop music game, and I think that, hey, she shut me up. She's kind of like a Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman. Like she really kind of shut me up because I really not really into it, but yeah, this album really showcased that she can be really good. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. What are your guys' thoughts? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks, guys.